what it is, I noticed a drastic decline in my health and my mental and physical well-being about 6 years ago, which coincidentally is the same time my first child was born. And I'm a dad now, and I just felt, man, since becoming a dad, it's been downhill. I am not the same person I used to be. I used to like to do cool stuff and party and hang out or whatever. Not anymore. If I'm not working, I'm in bed pretty early. Pretty early. I had some neighbors. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm going. Okay. I had neighbors for a while that were young men, and they would have friends over, and they would party a little bit, you know. And sometimes it'd go a little late, and I'd get perturbed with them. And sometimes their friends would park in my driveway, and I'd get irritated about that too. So one night, I was trying to sleep, and they were having a loud party, music playing, and the like, as people will do. And I went over, and I knocked on the door. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, I knock on the door, and they can't hear me because the music is playing so loud. And so I'm getting more and more angry as I'm knocking on the door, until finally, I just opened their front door, and there were like 6 people hanging out stoned, just like, and none of them saw me or noticed or seemed to care. And so I walked through their living room, still no one pays any attention. I went to the stereo, and I unplugged it from the wall, and then I held it up and I said, "Party's over." You know, like the bad guy in a college comedy. And they were just like, "Oh, dude." And I was like, "No, you're fucking done, dude. Go to sleep. You guys go home. Fuck all you guys. I'm going back home and going to sleep." So then I walk out to my house, and I get up, and I have locked myself out. So then I knock on my door, and knock on my door, and then go out and throw rocks up at my bedroom window. The whole time, all those dudes at the party watching me. And at first, I tried to stay firm, but after 20 minutes of this, I was like, "God damn it, you guys, can I use somebody's phone? Can I call in there? God damn it."
Well, a little bit about me. I can't swallow pills whole. Like if you ever want some cheap entertainment, just give me a bottle of water and the Advil and watch me try. Because it'll be like, put it in the pill, take the water, and I'll try to swallow it, and then all the water will go down, and then the pill will still be on my tongue. And then, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll try to swallow some more water to see if it'll go down. And so I do it, and then it rolls around in there, and then it hits the side of my throat, and I choke a little bit, and then all the fucking water goes down my throat, and the fucking pill is still in my mouth. And so I'm like, well, maybe I'll put some bologna around it, and so I try that, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is bigger than the pill was in the first place, and I am not tricking myself because I know it's in there. And so I eat the bologna separate, and then the pill's still there. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll put some water in my mouth, and then I'll chew, but it ends up just, the pill gets chewed up, half of it gets swallowed, and the other half gets stuck in the top of my teeth. You know that little part that, you know that part of the waffle where the butter gets stuck? So I'm doing it. How do you? What I'm saying, how do you do it? I don't know. How do you swallow a pill whole? Because
just toss it back.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to try that.
We live in a world where people send their pets to professional teachers, but think that they can homeschool a human being. I mean, I like pets, but my you know, my cat is not my kid. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people. I don't buy my cat Valentine's presents. You got any dog people here today? Dog people? Yeah, I love dogs too. Love dogs. Cat people? You got any cat people? Got some cat, almost as shameful, yes.
No, it's not shameful.
No, I love cats. I love dogs. I'm more of a cat person because, well, only a cat can provide the kind of neglect and general disinterest that I'm used to in a companion. Oh, you want me to touch it? You don't want me to touch it. You want me to touch it? You don't want me to touch it. Okay. Yes, then walks away. You guys can create your own metaphor for that relationship. I don't need to go any farther there. I don't have much of a love life. I don't usually talk about women or sexuality on stage because, well, you're right about what you know.